guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we are actually going to be talking about tattoo aftercare. So let's get on with the video. Right, so not many people know this, I have a tattoo. A very large one on my side. So I'm going to be going through a few of the most important things I wish I'd known when I first got my tattoo, that I found really helpful, and I'd done all of this and I didn't have much peeling on my tattoo despite how large it is. Most people experience peeling. I didn't actually experience any. Well, I may have had like the slight bit, but not much. Obviously my skin is hypersensitive and peels at anything. Like, it will just start peeling apart in general because it drains of moisture quite easily. So these are some of the things I done, and I experienced very little to no wafering or anything like that, and I didn't even need a touch-up. Okay, so number one is moisturise daily. Obviously you're not supposed to like, what's it called, like straight on like wash. Like, you're meant to be very gentle when you touch it for the first couple of days of having it done, once you've had like the wrap come off. But obviously once you've done that, there are a few things to do like that will help, and one is moisturising daily. But by this I mean, after you've like had a shower, a good thing is to use is Sanctuary Spa after shower jelly. Smells like watermelon. But basically you put it on whilst your skin's still wet, as strange as that may sound, and it locks in all the moisture, and honestly that really helped. Like, kept my skin feeling smooth and whatnot, and then I'd top it up with moisturiser anyway, and obviously I'd put on my tattoo aftercare cream. I tried a few different things. The one I ended up sticking to was Nivea, which might sound kind of weird, but I just found like that was the best one for me when I first had my tattoo done. But after a while I started using the Sanctuary Spa moisturiser or the Soap and Glory body butter. Now I prefer the Soap and Glory one, but that's as it's got hotter, and it's somewhat thicker than the Sanctuary Spa one. I find it gives my skin more moisture and it stops it peeling more. But when I got it done during the winter months, the Sanctuary Spa one was perfectly fine. Like, it was great, because obviously it wasn't too thick that it made your skin feel like oily, or like sticky, but it wasn't too thick that it done that, and it wasn't too thin that it just kind of like felt like you were washing it on and off. Obviously my other suggestion is to wear loose clothing after you first get it done. Now, my artist told me to do this for a couple weeks to a month, to wear loose clothing. I carried that on because obviously it's winter, you wear loose clothing anyway. So I carried on wearing loose clothing for about 2 months to 3 months. But obviously his suggestion was to not have it skin tight. So that's what I done, but I also made sure the clothing was breathable. So like my jumper, since it's oversized, like there's lots of like breathing room, and like it's really baggy so I can like move around in it. Obviously that's if you had like it done on like the top half. And I also made sure I didn't wear anything that would get sweaty. Which some of you may wonder what you mean, and I mean like you can wear like the sports gear that isn't skin tight, but it like makes you sweat more, so like you burn off more calories and stuff. I know a lot of girls who use that sort of thing, and obviously I personally stay clear of them, but if I were to be a person that likes them, it would be best to stay clear of them, because obviously a tattoo is essentially an open wound because you've just had a needle stuck in you hundreds of thousands of times. So obviously you want to keep it clean, healthy, moisturised. And another thing is dog hair. Now, I made sure to not wear my shorts, my pyjama shorts or any shorts for the first 3 to 4 weeks because of dog hair, because with my friend, he had it done on his shoulder. Whenever like his dog's hair like was in the bed or whatnot, he found it slightly itchy, so I avoided that. Like, obviously I know sometimes when dog hair did get on me, I found it quite irritating. Wasn't really pleasant. It's not like an itch, it's like when you wear certain types of clothing, like it just makes your skin like feel funny. It's nothing bad or anything, obviously. And then number 3, this is very, very key for this time of year, and that is sun cream is your best friend. The most damage you can do to a tattoo is have it sunburnt, and it's not pleasant. My friend experienced that recently, and obviously it's quite dangerous for the tattoo. It can damage it, and once you've spent however much money you've spent on the tattoo, it's not ideal to ruin it because of the sun. So make sure to keep putting on sun cream when I go out and like any of it's exposed. I make sure I put 1 layer on the whole of it, even the bits that aren't exposed, before I go out, and then every 2 to 3 hours I top up the bit that is exposed, and then obviously I top up everywhere else because it's kind of weird just to put sun cream on one spot. If you want to tan, you can use tanning sun cream. I've never used it personally. I don't tan, I just burn. So there's honestly no point for me. But obviously if you make sure to put on some strong sun cream still, like you can get specific sun cream for tanning that is still quite strong, you can still put it on there, because obviously the stronger it is, the safer it is for your tattoo in a sense, because obviously burning it will hurt and it will essentially feel like a giant bruise, as I've been explained it, but I've been told it feels like an extremely bad bruise, and honestly it's just not pleasant. Like, I know when I first got mine done, when it got itchy, that was the most painful bit, but because of how much I would moisturise, so obviously every time I showered I'd put on the shower jelly, and then in the morning I would moisturise, and then obviously that night I would miss because obviously I shower every other night, so I'd shower jelly, then the next morning moisturise, then the next morning moisturise, and then in the evening the shower jelly again. And obviously that helped, and the itching kind of went away after like 2 or 3 days, not even that. And my friend said theirs lasted a little bit longer. So obviously, like, if you keep it moisturised, like, the skin's healthier, it probably heals quicker because it's moisturised and things. So do try that, and just remember to avoid direct sunlight on it at first, because that's not great. But obviously, a couple months down the line, if you are going to go out in the sun, make sure you put that sun cream on and you'll be fine. Okay? Any other questions? Comment them down below, and